and welcome to Tuesdays with Annette. We're cooking up a storm here today because we're making a fabulous recipe out of book 3. So I hope you've been on my website, simplytoogood.com.au, and you have gone in and downloaded the recipe if you don't have book 3, because this is what we're making today. Yes, it's vegetarian week, so we're going veggie all the way, and this is the creamy pumpkin and pine nut sauce. It's actually in the sauces for pasta section. Let me show you, because I just think we all love pasta, and so there's lots and lots of great recipes in here for that. But before we start, let's go over and wash our hands because it's Tuesday and I know you're ready. I hope you've got your ingredients and ready to go so we can make the recipe. So let's just get our hands washed so we're very good to start our cooking. And as I said, you know, download the recipe if you don't have book 3, and I hope you've got your ingredients out and ready to cook. But if you haven't, you know what, you've got plenty of time when you can to make it yourself. So we're just washing hands. And I'm just going to go over the winners from last week's show because we had fantastic results from people wanting to win the book, because last week was all about Mother's Day cooking and we did the orange and date scones. So the 3 lucky winners are getting a book 4, personally signed by me, is Gail Pitcher, Laura Garraway and Carolyn Scottney. So they've all got a book on the way ready for them. And of course we'll be giving away later in the show. So before we get chopping, let's go over the ingredients and the equipment we need. So I've got my Kent pumpkin. I've chopped up a little bit just so, you know, it takes less time. But I really do stress the Kent is my favourite pumpkin. I do love it. I find butternut is fabulous, but it's a bit soft and it can mush up, and even a good pumpkin can do that if you overcook it. So we're going to chop up some pumpkin. I've got onion. We need onion, pine nuts, which I'm going to roast, tomato paste, always using the no added salt tomato paste because it's all about good heart and health. I'm going to put some pepper in it, some vegetable stock powder because obviously it's a vegetarian dish. The spices that really make this fabulous is turmeric, ground coriander and cumin, and they really bring this sauce alive. We're also going to put some crushed garlic in. You can always use fresh if you prefer. I've got, did I say vegetable stock powder? Yes, I've done that. Some cooking spray. Now also the evaporated light milk, 375 mils, and I'll talk about that because they've changed the tin. So I'll talk about that as we go. So if you have got only the 340 can, you need to add 35 mils of skim milk. So I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Okay, so our props, what we need a chopping board, we need some sharp knives. I've got my fry pan here because in the book it tells you to grill you know, or roast the pine nuts, but I'm just going to show you another way because you can on Tuesdays with Annette, and I'm just going to pan fry it and toast them in the pan before we start cooking everything else. So we need a ladle, I've got some measure spoons, I've got a can opener to do the milk, a fork, like anything else. I've got some measure cups. There's me to measure the 2 cups, and this is just because I'm just not sure whether I'll need it or not. I like to have extra there. And I've got my microwave dish because we're going to put the pumpkin in that, and I've got some water there ready to go in it. All right, so now I'm just going to put my little book to the side and get my pumpkin happening. All right, so with the pumpkin, you can see here, I've got 2 cups. I like them really small. I want a decent sized piece of pumpkin in there. If you do it really little, it will just mush up and get lost. And the hero of this recipe is the pumpkin. Now, it is low in fat. It's only 5.7 grams of fat for this fabulous creamy sauce. But if you're turning your nose up at me saying, Annette, I don't like pumpkin, well, my answer to you is swap it for sweet potato. That's no problem. So let's look here. What I tend to do, now watch how I'm doing this. If you've got your pumpkin, I tend to cut that down there, and that way I've got a nice chunky piece of pumpkin. These are all little odds and ends, which I'll use, but I find this is much better when I'm trying to do diced. So think about how big you want those dices to be, and then I'm going to cut that in half, because if I cut that there, it's way too big, and then I'm going to, really you're looking at maybe just being able to stick your fork in it and pop it in your mouth. If you've got to cut the piece of pumpkin, and then it's too much. Actually, I should be putting that in the measure cup. Here we go. There we go. So here you can see just nice bite-sized pieces. And I don't know, sometimes it's good to have a bit of vegetarian in your life. You know, I know a lot of people that I know actually do vegetarian once a week, and I think that's a fantastic idea. So you may have already chopped up your pumpkin ahead because it did say in there to do 4 cups. And now with these little end bits, I tend to cut that off and use it that way, just to neaten it up for the dicing. Take that point bit off and then you've got those 2 to go in. I think we have got enough pumpkin. But look how lovely and orange it is. And that's what you want with the Kent. You really want the colour in pumpkin. If it's a bit insipid looking, don't buy it because it'll just have no flavour. So in goes our 4 cups. Now this is enough for 4 people. It says 4. I'm going to push it out, pour some water over the top to cook it because we're going to just microwave it. I'm going to cook mine for 6 minutes on high and it should be good to go. Is that on? Okay, here we go. On high, 6 minutes. Actually, that's not shut properly either. There you go. Come on, don't make it too hard for me, people. 6. Boom, pumpkin's done. Now, if you're saying as well, I really don't want to go vegetarian, well, you know what? Always have a look at the breakdowns at the bottom here, because you might see something of interest to you. For example, with this recipe, it tells you you can have it with the pumpkin, which is 5.7, or you can actually add 300 grams of skinless chicken diced, and I'll tell you how you work with that. So if you wanted to do chicken pumpkin and pine nut sauce, you could do that. So please look, don't presume that when you see a recipe that's meat, for example, that you can't do it vegetarian. For example, let me go to the meat section right now and find, what's a good one? Let me see if I can find something that tells you. Oh, here you go, satay pork. Now you would think, well, that's not for vegetarians, but if you look here, you'll see there's a big box and it's all the different variations. And in there it says pork, chicken rump and tofu. And I've done that for a vegetarian event where I did cubes of the tofu and over the satay sauce. Even a meat eater was won over for that one. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay, so just remember that. Well, I have lots and lots of vegetarian or vegetable recipes. Now we need 1/2 cup of diced onion. And basically that's all you have to do. So let's dice this. And you'll see that in each of the books, there's actually a vegetable and salad section. So there's vegetables in there because, I mean, you know, it can get a bit boring just having carrots and peas and broccoli. If you want to get excited and have some nice ideas, I love, dare I say this and be very controversial, but Brussels sprouts. Yes, I do. And there is a creamy mushroom Brussels sprouts recipe in book 7 that is amazing. Someone is saying, Brussels sprouts. But you haven't done it my way, honey. Right, there's the onion done. This is good. I can move this out of the way now. I'm going to put them over at the sink. I've also got a strainer here to strain the pumpkin because you don't want the liquid. All right, so let's do the pine nuts first. And you could do it under the grill or in the oven, but I'm not turning the oven on, that's for sure. So all you do is get your pine nuts. Now you really have to watch nuts when you're doing them because they burn really quickly. So hopefully I'll have success today. And look, this is all the ingredients we need. I'm using the Neoflam pan set and I'm using the rice bran oil. So hello, if you've just joined me, we're in the kitchen because yes, that's right, it's Tuesdays with Annette and I'm making creamy pumpkin and pine nut sauce. It's out of the sauce section in the book 3. And it's vegetarian week, so I just thought, well, I love a good theme. Like last week, it was Mother's Day. And next week, I'm going to have another theme. So look out for that. So I'm just toasting these. Really, all I've got to do is get these toasted, take them out, and then just make the sauce up. And then by then, probably the pumpkin will be ready to go. Now, you can miss out the pine nuts. If you're going, look, I really can't be bothered, then you don't have to, because it actually lowers the fat count. And so it's normally 5.7, but if you take out and don't add the pine nuts, it drops the recipe down to 3.5 grams of fat per serve. But I don't know, there's just something a bit fabulous. I always like to sprinkle it on the top. So hopefully I'm going to remember to do that at the end of the show. So if you're joining me and you've got your things out, we're going to make these other bits in a minute. But as I said, if you don't like pumpkin, you could always do sweet potato. I'm not sure of another vegetable. I really couldn't think of another one, because I thought, well, you know, zucchini or broccoli, and I went, no, I think it needs to be that type of, you know, like chunky thing like pumpkin or sweet potato. Or you could even do potato if you really wanted. Look, there's my pine nuts done. Boom. See how quick that was? And I'm going to just put them into the container. Now you take them to the side, because I like to add them after. I don't like to mix it in and it gets all lost in there. I like to sprinkle it on the top of the dishes. Okay, so now what we can do is we're going to cook the onion and the garlic. We want the garlic. I hope you're having a great day, everybody. I love Tuesdays with Annette, so thanks for joining me. Oh, we've got a fresh jar of garlic. And it is creamy pumpkin and pine nut sauce. And we're just going to cook the onion and the garlic just for a minute. And I don't know, I think that this is one of those ones that just freezes really well for about 2 or 3 weeks. Because of the evaporated milk, it will separate if you freeze it for too long. But, you know, maybe this is something you make, you know, as a great Friday night, make Friday pasta night. And that way you can go through all my recipes, because there's so many pasta recipes as well. Because, you know, I love pasta and all that sort of, all those beautiful flavours. Now we're going to add in, I'm going to turn this down. So you've got your onion in, your garlic. Yep. Microwave sounds like it's done. So that's good. Now we're going to put in a teaspoon of the turmeric, and this turmeric is going to give it the colour. It's not a chilli, you know, like, so don't think it's hot. It's not a hot one. It's just flavoursome. Teaspoon of the ground coriander seed, a teaspoon of cumin, give it that beautiful flavour, and I just want to get those spices mixed in so the fragrance opens up for this recipe. Fabulous. Now we're just going to put in 2 teaspoons of the vegetable stock powder. Now, I mean, if you aren't worried about vegetarian, you could always put whatever you have, but I want this to be vegetarian, so I'm doing that. And a tablespoon of tomato paste. Look, how easy is this? There's nothing to it, Dale. And I would serve it with pasta, but you could do it with potato if you wanted, or rice, up to you. Now comes the easy bit. We've just got to put in the evaporated light milk. So it's a 375 ml can. Now, of course, the problem is they've stopped making the 375 ml can. Thank you, Nestle, because they're now, instead of it being made in Australia, it's now being made in Mexico. That's right, Mexico. And instead of it being 375, it's now 340. And there is just a few different things in the ingredient, like in the when you look at the nutritional breakdown, it's a little bit lower in sodium, so that's one good thing. But at the end of the day, they just love to complicate life, don't they? So what you do is, if you've only got the 340, I've got about 3 of these left, so I'm going to use mine up. But if you haven't, and you're using the, hold on, I've just made a mess here. If you've got the 340, then all you have to do is you've probably got one of these at home. Measure 35 mils of skim milk. Fine. That's how you adapt it. Alrighty. Alright, so now I'm going to wait till this boils here. All we've got to do now is get the pumpkin out. So I'm going to leave that there. Look at the colours of that. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to just drain it over at the sink because we want all the water out. This is where you can test it if you feel like it needs more, but I know I've made this so many times, I know that the 6 works well. And it really is about the microwave watts, how your watts are in your microwave. Here we go. Oh yeah. How about that? And did you see how easy it was? Basically, what did we have to do, people? We just had to chop up some pumpkin and onion. Really, that was the skill set. There we go. And I'm just going to let that infuse together. It's a beautiful sauce. Like if you look at the picture, you'll see here we've used the big pasta. But today, because I thought let's go gluten-free, I've actually boiled up some gluten-free because a lot of these recipes are suitable for people with celiac. So here we go. So there's a cup. I normally have a cup of pasta in my allowance. And here goes the sauce. Spread that over. This is enough for 4 people, remember. So everyone's going to get a generous helping of this beautiful, creamy pumpkin and pine nut. And now the last thing I've got to do is get the pine nuts, and 1/4 of it goes over each bowl. Boom! There it is. That's how easy it is to cook on Tuesdays with Annette. When you look at this, this is a beautiful vegetarian dish. Who wouldn't want it for dinner tonight? I mean, and who knew weight loss could be so delicious and healthy with this fabulous recipe? So there we go. Now, if you would like to win, let me turn my pan off. If you would like to win a copy of book 3, which has the beautiful sauces for pasta section, then all you have to do is like, share, and in the comments, you just have to put a comment. Say something in there, you know, what you think about the recipe or anything you want to write. It'd be great to hear from you. And then if you have a comment in there, I could pick you as a winner for next week. Now, the one thing I love about the show is that there's so many versatile recipes to use. And so remember, this can have chicken in it if you wish. Now, Thursday, I'm back on vegetarian because, hello, it's vegetarian week, and I'm going to do the vegetable lasagna book 1. Oh my gosh, if you serve this to anybody, I don't care if they're a meat eater or not, you will win them over because it's so fabulous. It's a really interesting lasagna, so I want you to tune in on Thursday for that one. And then next Tuesday, the theme for next week is going to be recipes that will be great for the greatest morning tea, which is the Cancer Council charity event, big event for the year, which is the following week. So I want to give you some inspiration if you're thinking about having a special tea for that fundraiser. So what am I going to make on Tuesday? Well, I'm making simple brownies because it is simple, and who doesn't want brownies with a cup of tea at a charity event? So that's what we're going to do. So here is my recipe. I hope you will go in next Tuesday and get that recipe, the simple brownies, if you don't have it, and make it with me. Buy the ingredients, it's super easy. It's also gluten-free, so it's another winner as well. If you're looking for special dietary things, it can really work. So I've got my pasta here. I am ready to tuck in. I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday, and I'll see you on Thursday. Remember, vegetable lasagna. Bye now.